J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to Friday, and we breaking down this BMF season 4, episode 8, and it was a good episode. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I knew Pery was in pretty much in deep doo doo. Cause she going back and forth between these dudes. I ain't know she was gonna go out like that, but as soon as I saw her lucky charm, it was magically delicious. You know what I mean? That booger sugar was magically delicious. She got that lucky charm. She got that battery acid. You know what I'm saying? That diesel. She was ready to start that engine. That motor was running too hard. It was like a F1 Formula One race car. They had her pumping. She got on snake. Start turning to DMX and this turned into DMX and then piece with that. That was it. Anyway, it was a good episode. I can't stand Lala on this show. I would tell you, still a beautiful woman, but I can't stand Lala on this episode. She is so shady on this show. Rather, I should say this show, not just this episode. This show, she's shady, and oh my goodness, she scares me straight up. Then people may think, oh, I just love Lala and she can do whatever. No, she can't. I'm a person that always believe in facts and honesty and truth. And so if you ain't coming with the facts and you ain't honest and you sneaky, it don't matter what you got, who you are, what's going on. We got it. We got an issue, you know. I mean, if that's for man, woman, child, you can't come with the truth. You ain't honest. You shady. I mean, I can't do it. Anyway, let me get some of these comments that came in. Crystal, what's good, Crystal? First in the building tonight. How you doing, mama? Stephen Harris, what's good, man? Looking good over there with used to have a fro. You think I forgot? You had a good little fade over there the other night. Bobby Bailey, what's good, man? How you feeling, fam? Rashonda, what's good, mama? How you been? I hope everything been good with you. Slick Nasty, what's good, Slick Nasty? Checking in on Twitch. What's good, fam? I appreciate you for coming through, checking in on Twitch. And if for those that's watching, if you ain't already subscribed on Twitch, check it out, because I do a little different content on Twitch sometime. And then when I am playing the game, I stream on Twitch. So make sure that y'all subscribe to Twitch. It's right there. It's going there, there. It'll be back again. There you go. Anyway, Slick Nasty, I'm hanging in there, fam. I'm hanging in there, about to break down this BMF. You know who I do like on this show? Meech girlfriend. Ooh wee. Meech came up. I don't know about y'all. Meech came up, boy. He got him a nice lady. A nice lady. You know what really turned me on the most about a woman? And I will hope this is very clear. It's the mentality. It's not all about looks. I'm past that. I think that's a young person, a young man thing, that you may chase a look or a booty or a boobie or whatever. But as you get older, or maybe you don't have to get older, but if you realize, or once you realize that you can't have everybody, and it's always going to be somebody with a nice this or a smaller that or a bigger this or a bigger that or less this or less that. You'll never be satisfied. You'll always be running around and chasing that. A lot of times when I say that, I just think women are beautiful, and I just, say, hey, that's a beautiful woman. Hey, look at this, look at that. Oh, yeah, hey. But that doesn't mean that but I'm also single. But if I did have a good woman, I may still say that, but that don't mean I would be trying to pursue or jump on that or whatever. Just like if she was like, oh, look at him. He got a six pack, this and that. I mean, I'd be like, hey, don't ever say that again. What you thought you you thought it's a double standard in here. That's what I'm saying. Don't do it. I do it. You don't. Nah, nah, I'm playing. But anyway, it's about the mentality. We can play, joke, cool. A lot of other things go into, I think, a person in a relationship than a look. I think that's actually the big problem, is that too many people got caught up in the look in society these days and don't have nothing else to offer and wonder why it's this or that. Anyway, let's move on from the ladies for a second of this show, because I will come back to them. Because Lala, oh wow, Shady, Purdy, they got a lot of stuff going on with Miss Lucille. Miss Lucille, boy, high and mighty, boy. Didn't even want to admit she's stealing, then gave the money to the church. And they wasn't even happy, so you did all that for nothing. You'd been better off letting her keep her dang on money. But that's the Lord basically not blessing her for giving the money to the church, because you took it from your daughter when you should have just let her have it, and you'd have had a better blessing. Or like I said, just ask her for some of the money. But you went and bought a dress. And so what? You put groceries in there. That's the cover for the dress. And then you went and what? You bought the groceries to cover for taking the money for giving it to the church. In order to say what? This is where the money went. You ain't spend no 3 stacks on no groceries. You know what I mean? So that's why she ain't get that blessing that she thought. Now she ain't gonna get to be the church with pastor, which, I mean, don't even let me go down that road. Because according to the Lord, she probably shouldn't be in that role to begin with. But anyway, who am I, right? What do I know? But this episode did kick off with a lot of action, because we saw the Vato Loco forever, La Onda. We don't leave him behind, huh? Hey, look at here. Who is he? The tall, skinny essay. We see the cartel is the ones that was pulling up with the guns. And they was damn near about to come and execute Loco. They thought he was a snitch. Loco. How you get out of the prison, loco? Huh? How you get out of there, loco? You think that we're crazy? You're la onda. Hey, look at him, man. It'd be already in Canco. I'd be Anco if they come and get me. They'd be Anco. The little blackies, the darkies, the chocolitos, the tar babies. They got me out. What they call them in Spanish, blackalitos, the negritos, with the negritos. Oh, the chocolatito. Oh, chocolatito. They give me out, Holmes. He make it the good dinero. It's a yeah with the big one. He's ugly and stupid. We don't see eye to eye. He is all over the play, huh? I'm the one. Don't do it, man. I gotta see my kids. Don't leave me, man. I'ma hurt my nose. Goofies. They probably should have punched Terry once more in the gut. Anyway, after all the politicking, it was out of that scene and out of all of that, it is something said that made me really listen and pick up. And I think this is the big problem if this is true. And that was during that scene after it was over. Meech helped Terry or whatever come and they get back. And I believe it was this scene. I only watched it once, first reaction. Actually, I didn't get a chance to watch it till an hour ago. So that's why I had to push it back to 11. I normally wanted to do it at 10. But Meech said something to the effect of he was praying to God, or we knew we could do something, and he said, "Yeah, because I am a God." And so, if he really was believing he could make things possible, or that he was a God, or this or that, nobody with a God complex come out okay, in my opinion. I think that's messed up with the God complex, and I can see when this episode, when we see Meech and he came and how he talking about what he gonna do for Purdy and how they gonna save her and this and that. First of all, it's only one savior, and it ain't Meech or none of us. And we see they get back with Purdy, and because they looking for her, she done ran away. So we see that this girl then went back to what's dude name? Y'all got some good comments in here. If I go through these comments, I ain't gonna. Lucille was like, What's up, Miss Dior? J Doe, what's good? Bobby Bailey, you say a lot of action. Teflon Twine. Lucille was like, what money? I know, right? Ice cracked the God. Hey, when she went back to what's dude named Trail, he said, "You know what I need, baby. I'm gonna give you a hit, but you gonna have to step up to the mic, cause you know what? You a microphone fiend." Bah, bah, boom, bah. She went down there quick too and assumed the position, didn't she? Cocaine, a hell of a drug, ain't it? Dang, man, that girl was down there slobbing on by. Slob on by for corn on the cob. Slob on the bob. And this fool, they done went to sleep together. Meech and them that came in the crib, guns pointed and stuff. And then they gonna have some type of what? Album release party the next night, 2 days later. Like, you don't think this dude gonna get revenge? He already had somebody shoot her. As soon as I was thinking, I'm like, man, he gonna shoot her up again, man. He gonna kill this girl. And so I'm thinking, so what they gonna do? Have extra security? They're gonna make sure everybody pat down. They didn't put everything on the radio that come to this club. She gonna be there as appearance. She gonna be a sitting duck. Lo and behold, sometimes, man, people don't even know, man, what they doing. Cause dude delivers a gift to her, and she was in her dressing room, so she couldn't get it. He gave it to somebody else, this other female, which I didn't get a good look at her. I didn't remember seeing her before though. Anyway, she delivered talking about, yeah, some big dude. He came in and gave it to you. Yeah, I don't know. She delivered the death box. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was there to check. Nobody was there to look. Nobody had her back. I thought these girls had her back. The girl that knew CPR, and oh well, she said we didn't know her yet. I'm jumping the gun with that part. But the other girls, because it's Meech's girlfriend and the other girl, they supposed to have Purdy back. They talking about we family, Meech. Okay, well, right. I mean, I guess it ain't their responsibility, but at the same time, kinda is. Nevertheless, Pery opened the box, and it's that, you know what I'm saying, Booger Sugar Supreme in there. And he then gave her a hot dose, and it was all she wrote. She got on that stage, wobbly, wobbly, till she drop it like it's hot. Like they said earlier. Beach was talking with Terry. They had a good lines and dialogue in this episode. He was talking with Terry, like, she down. She down for the count. That's what, no, Meech was like, she just down for the count. She just fall or whatever. And he like, yeah, she falling and can't get up. She out. She falling and can't get up. She falling and can't get up. She out of here. And this messed up that Charles just got down there. And this is what he a part of, seeing them, this damn goofy dope fiend girl dying on him. He, baby girl, please, please, remember your dreams. Remember your dreams. That's what I'm doing. My hand hurts, but my dreams keep me going, baby. Please. I got 3 guitars to choose from, baby. 3 guitars to choose from. Let me tell you something. I'm dreaming about one of them used to be named Lucille. Not no more. One of them is named Sweet Georgia Brown. I can't wait to put my hands on around her, baby. We could make that song. Please, baby, please. Charles begging for her not to die. Didn't work. Anyway, Miss Dior, you say, since you mentioned 3 stacks on groceries, no eggs are 300 for 1 egg. So imagine how much it is for a dozen. LOL. Yeah, but that's today's prices. They still in the 90s when food was affordable, you know. Today, if this was the modern BMF, yeah, if they was doing this today and this was a up-to-date show, I'm with you. You right on that one. But back then, $3,000, she could eat for 6 months. $100 went a long way back then. I mean, a pair of Jordans was $100 in the 90s. Steve, you say when Nicole end up having that baby, Lucille gonna pretend to get along with her to help raise the kid. I mean, she better, because she ain't gonna be the preacher no more. She ain't gonna have nothing else to do. Straight up, she might as well. Walking with full armor. What's good? That's a new name. You said the Dirty Mike. The Dirty Mike. That's what she ended up doing. You talk about a drop the mic moment. Shoot, Shorty end up having that dirty microphone full of booger sugar. That booger sugar surprise. The bloop, bloop, bloop. Surprise. Works every time. Back then, they probably wouldn't even check to see who sold it like they did Michael K. Williams. I'm looking at it. It's back. I got the replay on now. She got lettuce. She spent 50 cents on that lettuce. If that. She ain't even got steak in this. She should have had steak and potato. Even forget the steak only, and salmon and shrimp. She got lettuce in there and some orange juice. What? You was a Wendy's shopper instead of window shopper. She's a Wendy's shopper. You don't know how to shop. You don't buy food because you's a Wendy's shopper. Ice crack the guy, $100 in Aldi's was 2 carts full of food, man. I'm telling you, for real. And she came back with nothing over here, no meat. Anyway, what y'all think about B. Mickey? B. Mickey is one of the most confusing characters on this episode because we did come across the dude that was snitching, and he did give enough information for them to raid the stash houses, pretty much put their operation in jeopardy. Although when they crashed, in my opinion, when they broke into one of those houses and tackled one of the dudes, it did look like they bumped into some like videotapes or CDs or something. I'm like, what they rating? They printed out all these Purdy CDs or something? But maybe that's just my small vision with a screen moving fast or whatever. Maybe I'm thinking it was a prop and this I would just look. Nevertheless, they seem to do have the stash spots, but it was a catch. Detective Milk Dud over here, Bryant told dude, hey, look, man, we need to get, he had that cigarette hanger. Hey, look here, man. If we know that the bosses don't be there, we gonna need you to wear a wire. We gotta get Meech on tape, you know. So this fool always getting somebody to wear a wire on Meech. How the hell he keep getting some of these dudes to wear a wire on Meech? He got this dude to wear a wire on Meech, and this fool end up taking the wire off and gonna throw it down right out of he leave. But anyway, he wears the wire, and he talking to Meech in the club, and he like the stash houses. He like, what about him? He like, man, I can't do it, man, I can't do it. And so he leave. This before Purdy gets shot. And so as he leave, or before Purdy OD. No, this is at what? The Purdy Memorial. They decide to go and have a party anyway. Talking about we gonna have her name ringing in these streets. Meech sounds so corny sometimes. In a way, his loyalty is admirable. And I did used to have a loyalty for friends and stuff like that when I was a teenager. And maybe if things would have worked out differently, maybe, who knows? But in my way of life, yeah, it's good to be with good friends and things, but he has loyalty to people I don't think have the same loyalty to him. And that's where I kind of got a little problem with it. He got loyalty with this girl. He barely know her, and she ain't really as loyal to him as he is to her. But anyway, we see B Mickey take this dude out. Now earlier in the episode, we saw B Mickey with his baby mama, and she like, look, we got blessings, we got the money, you back working, everything good, the daughter good, like stop with the revenge. He like, I gotta make sure, I gotta get revenge. I got a special set of skills. Being a sneaky one is one of them. I'm gonna get my revenge. But then he saves Meech by blasting the snitch. And in a way that they wrote it, Meech and Terry had nothing to do with it, don't even know it happened. That's perfect how they write this stuff, man, that Meech and Terry are almost never implicated in a murder, because it is no statute of limitations for murder. So that is smart, even though these are supposed to be maybe real or fake, who knows? But they may try to put stuff together, investigators, and try to get them again. So regardless of what it is, they never show them having any type of direct contact or knowledge of doing that. So this B Mickey character, they may be looking for him in the future. Straight up. Anyway, this episode was pretty good, man. I liked it. It looked like little Nikki about to be a mama. She did talk with what's Terry's baby mama. She was talking with her, so she know that money was there. And they kind of had a little heart to heart moment about being a mom and things is going through. The one thing I did not like And I did kind of understand because parents can kind of do that sometimes. And that is when she was talking with Lucille about that money, and she was talking about how she ain't never contributed the entire time she lived there. She was a kid. How much was she supposed to contribute? She supposed to go work in the iron mines, come back with coal, smut, and stuff on her face. The entire time you lived here, you ain't contribute or put no food on the table all this time. Have you? Have you? Like, what? One thing I don't agree with is that a child doesn't owe their parents for their childhood, because you a child. No child has to be born. You know, I don't owe my parents for childhood. You can thank them, you can be happy or whatever, but you only be up until a certain age. You helpless, and you didn't ask for this. Just like my son don't owe me for his childhood. He had nothing to do with it. I can't say, hey, you owe me for that first even 13 or 18 years. You can't be like, well, the first 13 years you was for free. But then you was a little older. You could have started working at 13, but you didn't. You didn't start to 18. So you owe me for 5 years of room and board. It's not like they choose, like babies are in the skies, indentured servants or something that people can choose that. So anyway, I thought that was real petty. She kind of real high and mighty. I think that was a way for her to justify stealing, and that's one thing that's kind of messed up, because when Nikki was talking with uh Lawanda. Thank you, Steve. Steve on the job for me over there. Appreciate you, fam. When Nikki was talking with Lawanda, she was saying that her mama was stole the money. But then she said that what's messed up is I still feel guilty though. So it's like you make your child feel guilty for being born, or you make your child feel guilty wanting to grow up and live life and have something. I think that's bad. You know, I don't think that's a good strategy, because the parent living their life, you supposed to want to do that and let your child live their life. You shouldn't be wanting them to be an employee of yours or be stuck under you, in my opinion. Anyway, we see what else happened this episode besides Purdy and what you call it, B Mickey. I guess that about wraps up this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Mosco, and then put the link in here if anybody want to come up and chat. We can talk about some of this episode. Let's see. Ice Crack the God. Every time Lucille talks, I start to cringe. So let me know then. Why are you cringing? Because of what she say or her acting skills? Because I start to cringe also, but I cringe because of what she say. I think she actually a good actor. And also, for the record, I think she was looking damn good too this episode. Lucille, a good looking woman for her age, which she actually kind of look her age, whereas some women don't. I don't think that's a bad thing, but she looked like a woman in her 40s, but she looked good, late, or early 50s. But I think she a good woman, and at one time, I would have liked her temperament or personality as a wife. But I think Charles broke something in her that she cannot forgive and is eating at her alive. In the way it kind of shows, you got to have forgiveness, or it can be bitterness inside of you that'll cause you to do other things. She's so worried about the sin that Charles committed by breaking their vows and cheating on her. But look at what she's done since then, and how she's pushed him and punished him. He was thinking about taking his own self out the game. Taking from her daughter all the hard things she's been saying to people, and then she robbing from Peter to pay Paul, pretty much. And the church like, hey, look here, you looking a little too nice to be standing here at the door. I bought a new outfit. Is that too much to ask? Steve, you say B. Mickey settings Terry and meet up and bring the heat on them. Yeah, I think he is too. Ice Crack, you say how she treats her family. Yeah, I agree with you. I cringe how she treats her family too. And I believe the root of all of this is that bitterness that she got from Charles cheating on her. And now she mad at everybody, mad. And also that the doctor thing didn't work out. So now she don't have any other options really of no men knocking down the door, which is kind of surprising. But then again, she probably kind of difficult to deal with. I don't know. Encouraging warrior. I know Rock had her ways, but she ain't never made her child feel as though he had to contribute to the house. Okay, she got 1 point. Rock got 1 point on that one. She didn't, because she had so much money. I mean, that would be messed up if she got all that money in the dope game. One of her major things she loved to say is, everything I do for you, Kanan. Everything I do for you. And so if she do that, everything she do for him, and then be like, nah, I ain't paying for everything. You need to go out and earn. He'd be like, well, how you do this for me then? If you doing all this, why I gotta earn? It's actually admirable of him to want to get his own, because a lot of kids in that position would just lay up and have everything they wanted and be a lazy little bum while mama out there making gangster moves. But yeah, Rock had too much money to make him work. If she'd have made him work, that would have been wow. Anyway, that's a good point though. Funny. All right, I'm gonna drink me a little water right quick, and let's get to the MOORESCORE rating and break down this episode. The MOORESCORE is my rating system. Real simple. 4 categories, 25 points each. That'll give a total of 100. And let's get to it. Visual cinematography, they always make the show look like a 80s, 90s type feel with the cameras, which I like. But it's something they do for every episode of the show. They didn't have anything really unique to me with the storyline. As far as the visuals and camera, I did like the tension they kind of showed with the cameras when they were in the hospital. And Bryant came up there with that shit. He came in that little shit. Y'all crying over that little bitch. All them little people y'all didn't kill slanging dope everywhere. Then they showing back with the tension with Meech, and then the pops, and he stepped up and they act like they gonna hit and fight. And he like, yeah, well, that's all. This ain't gonna bring little Kevin back. And if you lock us up, you gonna be without a purpose. And they showed it. That was kind of a little cool little scene, little tension how they showed it. I like that. But overall, I wasn't trying to push that button. Overall, nothing spectacular. I'm going to give it a 20 out of 25. Next, storyline and plot. This episode was pretty good. I liked it. It had a good blend of action as well as little romance. Meech and his girl, shorty fine, man, and she got his back, and that's more important than how fine you are, you know. But if you really got your man back and you good, you're attractive to your man, then hey, he's winning and you winning if he treating you right and doing his part. Anyway, we see Purdy get taken out by her own demise. Don't listen. Dope Fiend Purdy instead of Dope Fiend Willie. Dope Fiend Purdy over here. She was over there slobbing on Bob like Shorty from Malcolm X when she went over there in the alley to slob on old boy. Anyway, I'm going to give this episode storyline and plot, I'll give it a 22 out of 25. It was interesting. It was good. It was better than average. I'd say a 20 is a very good rating, like a B. Special effect, makeup, costumes, no real special effect makeup costume. We see Purdy what on Booger Sugar, who had the special effect? What dude got shot by Mickey? Be Mickey. Uh costume. I mean Lala, she does wear good outfits and costumes and is fine as can be, but she is so shady on this show. I can't stand her character on this show, and she trying to set Terry up. Definitely, she with Boom talking about she happy and can't wait to do this and that and hit it. Then with Terry, oh man, he talking about keep it tight. You know it's the tightest for you. What? That's scary, man. A woman that want to get you, boy, you in trouble, man. Anyway, I'm gonna give this episode special effects, makeup, costumes a 18. But then last but not least, entertaining fun factor. I like the episode. Was it the greatest episode I ever seen of BMF or any show? No, but it was good. Better than some of the episodes where it's a lot more talking and a lot less of everything else. I think this had a good blend of everything. As somebody, get dropped in two different ways, actually. It had good dialogue with Lucille and other stuff. It had a little sex scene, and I like sex scenes like that really in a show. It wasn't really any graphic stuff. Um, they just showed them doing about a half second or whatever. We get the point. Then they talked, and then that was it. And that's cool with me, honestly, because of course you can watch porn anytime you want. So if that's what you really want, you can get that. And although I'm not going to complain when you do see some ladies' assets, uh, sometimes, it can slow the story down, or if they go past a certain point, you kind of got to do it right now. Like you got to do it right. Otherwise, it's kind of corny. And then everybody gonna be like, they wasn't even doing it right. Look at that. They was so far away, or you could tell it was fake, or this or that. It takes up too much other thought on other than the show, you know. And so when they just do that or whatever, okay, we get it. Next, and we can move on. And it was good enough. I hate when we see everybody got to be covered up in the sheets or blanket, or they lay there and do this and that. I don't know. It wasn't the same in my experience that way. Anyway, overall, what did it come out to? Oh, I didn't give out the thing yet. I'm talking. I'm gonna give it a 20 for entertainment fun factor, which bring it to a total of a 80 on the MOORESCORE, which would be a B. Oh, I thought I put this link in already. Which would give it a B. You know, it's an 8 out of 10. If you drop the decimal point, the 80, 8 out of 10. I always give a 0.5 margin of discretion. So if somebody thought it was an 8.5 or a 7.5, I could see the argument for that. But I don't think it was a 7.5. I think it was at least an 8, a good B. They also had the little moment of Lucille showdown with her little pastor friend. That was pretty good. So we'll see how that go. CJ, what's up, man? You out there rolling?
I'm waiting for my mom at the airport.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm about to be taking my mom back pretty soon. She just went to Kentucky, so that's good. Let her go and see her people there and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah. We got Encouraging Warrior. What's good, Encouraging Warrior?
What's up?
What's up?
We got Tony Hinchcliffe in.
CJ, what you think about this BMF episode?
I thought it was funny too when Dude came out and just threw like he had the wire.
He had the what?
When he had the wire, he just threw it right outside.
Oh man, that was horrible. He
Yeah.
threw that wire off right there by the door. Big Mickey came out and picked it up like
I think he was a little too like the opposite of street smart. To get in the car and get out and listen to the things he's saying. Obviously, we know that there's like an intent on the other character on B Mickey. But if somebody's talking like that, you got to be a little bit more like aware than that. You just going nowhere, basically.
yeah, he was scared is what it was because
Yeah.
he saw the wire. Then he said I was in that and I saved him and talked. So he like
they the same kind of guy.
yeah, he like let me hear it. But then he kind of had the intuition like, but I don't know you. It's like man, come on, man.
Yeah, but he still got in the car.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So you could fall for it sometimes like that, and somebody convince you, and you can end up getting robbed or.
Yeah, that would have been better than what he got.
Yeah.
I didn't like the shot. They try to make it too weird. The whole zooming in and that was kind of awkward. I hated the scene of the girls. One of them being Pery, and one of them being the girl that Big Meech is talking to. I forget her name.
His girlfriend. Yeah.
I thought it's probably some of the worst acted like scenes I've seen, man. It was.
We got your back, girl. We family.
Yeah, when they were doing all, it was weird. And then when they were trying to help her, it's like, I know CPR. and then it was a whole explanation on why she knows CPR. It's like, all right, like,
I'm thinking maybe we're gonna see her again.
But the worst was.
Hold on, let me get to Encouraging Warrior right quick. Encouraging Warrior, what's your thoughts on this episode? What did you think about it? What did you like about it? What's up?
I just feel like a lot of people was dropping the ball.
Like what? What you mean?
A lot of people fell through the cracks. No pun intended.
through the hot mic, what they say, crack mic.
Yes, like first of all, why would you accept some random gift. Like there's no interception. There's no like, oh, let me test this out to make sure that it's good. If you
No too much
gonna
coke.
like do all that, like you ain't got no testers, nobody like, hey, like you just gonna sit there and sniff some random substance up your nose. You that fiend out, and you know
Yeah,
that you
but she
just
is though.
got out the hospital, and now it's like now you in the grave now because of your
That
own
alert.
stupidness.
Yeah, that was stupid. I don't think she should have had testers or would have had testers, but one of them women should have opened the box at least when dude gave it and checked. But then again, they maybe thought they was trying to be giving her privacy and maybe somebody trying to give her a gift or something.
Jay, ain't that much privacy in the world. The woman just got out of rehab. She should have had people watching every single thing that was given to her and was checking it out. You saw the note that was attached to it. Knock 'em dead. Yeah, knock 'em dead. All right.
I know, right? That was so obvious, wasn't it? Knock him dead, especially after the way that she left him, and after what she said, talking about Meech is right. That scene, she wasn't really. You know what? Meech is right. You
Yeah.
want to put me down, and this is. I was like, really?
Girl, stop.
Right? Like, please. She gonna be back in no time, and she'd have probably ran back to him if she didn't get a hot dose right there. She'd have been back to him after the show.
And you know what? I really feel as though Terry was right in this situation because Terry told me this was bound to happen. You're sitting over there wasting good time and resources messing with this dope fiend that don't even want to, want it for herself. It's like you want it more for her than her.
Right. That's
He's trying to
true.
clean
He
the
got
money
that
too.
God complex. What you think about that, CJ? Him pushing this music career versus like what she said, what Terry said, man, let's stop with this and move on to something else.
Well, one of the parts of it is the dad, because the dad was just about to commit suicide because he has no purpose, and they don't want to just give him the money because he don't want the money like that. He wants to work for it, and then also they get to give him stuff that he was never gonna accept before because it was drug money.
Right.
Even though basically the sister already, they're kind of cool with it, and the mom is kind of like, well, at least I got these clothes. So that's why I think it happened. But I think it was crazy how the dad was like, "Sorry, guys," when Pearly died, like it was nothing. It's like, "Yeah, sorry, guys," Like
No,
he's
That's
my guitarist.
the crazy part was if you wanted to give your dad some sense of quote unquote purpose, maybe you should have had him as your like personal A&R and try to find some new talent. That's what you should have been doing instead of putting all your eggs in one basket, relying on this dope fiend.
I know, right? Marquise X, that's a good point. I did forget about this plot line that Meech wanted to clean the money through the music biz, which probably is why it didn't work because they never had an artist. It's harder to
Yeah, it
get an
started with him
artist
stealing
out,
an artist.
right, that you can
Yeah,
say you made money from. Um, and Purdy, I don't know what made him fall in love with her so much. In my opinion, I mean, she's alright, but like, whether he thought she was gonna be the next Aaliyah or Mary J, I don't know, man. Anyway,
it was kind of short sighted. Even in writing, it was kind of
yeah,
like they didn't put a lot to it.
nah.
Nah, she was like scary J. Blige.
Scary J. Blige, but
They they, they
look
act the
at.
same. They're both bad actresses.
She
Come
way
on.
worse than Mary J though. Mary J maybe was like that in the beginning, but Mary J came a long way. Although I don't like her as Monet though, but that maybe could go with who Monet is too. I don't like
Yeah,
Monet.
yeah, yeah. Because she's
Yeah,
how she is to the kids,
right. She
especially
make
Diane.
Mary J look ugly to me in a way, which I'd like Mary J, but her character, like a bad character of a person, make me not like them. You know
I
what I
just
mean?
talked to my son today. There's a movie, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Man.
Uh, he's like trying to sell the like the footage to the news.
Hmm.
And eventually he kind of loses his mind, and he ends up wanting to jump ahead to the crime
You
so he
talking
can
about
get the
Night
footage.
Stalker,
Yeah, Nightcrawler or something like that.
Nightcrawler? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he was saying to me that for that, just for how happy he looked, um, like it ruined him as a actor for him for anything else. I'm like, that's crazy. Like because he was
What?
so happy to because he films the guy when he's dead. He kills like
Right.
people that are
Right.
dead. Because he's excited because he's about to get on the news.
Right. Right.
About to get the money that he needed. Um, so
That rush
I
is on the.
yeah, I guess now I understand people can just see a part that they didn't like somebody doing it. It's like, oh, okay, so this guy is the rapist or the murderer. Like, I hate him
Mhm.
forever. I could never think
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. That could sometimes happen that way. People.
Yeah.
Yeah, with certain parts, and they get
Some
to some.
people play a creep. Some people play a creep, and then some people are like, he was too good at it.
Speaking of somebody playing a creep, what y'all think about Bryant, and how he was trying to play it with the stash house and everything,
I I
and
think he does great as a character or like the strategy.
the character.
I think he's great. He's probably the best. He's probably the best you have in the show.
Yeah.
Man, his little dud looking stuff getting on my nerve. Like he need to go somewhere. Like
The
all you doing
cigarette.
is just using the red dogs.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Eh,
he is.
Like
He.
nobody likes you, Brian. Won't you go home?
Mhm.
He don't even like the red dogs, but he's using them, so he's smart.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He
Yeah,
winning shit.
and I agree. He is an excellent actor, Steve Harris.
Yeah, he
Uh,
is killing that.
we
Yeah,
got.
I didn't like him in that Tyler Perry movie. Like he really gave me,
In the wheelchair when they throw him in the water.
when he was with the bubbles in him.
Ah, she's about to drown him.
Yeah,
I mean, she's about to kill dude, man.
yeah, but he was a piece of shit though.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. That
Yeah,
movie.
Tyler Perry make him real piece of shit. They
Yeah,
threw her out of the damn house, out the damn front porch, and who made him real unlikable from the get go. But he played
but
that type of role real good.
yeah, yeah. But
So
sometimes people get like a lot of shit online too, just
yeah,
based on a role because like it's normally if like you do something to a kid or something, and then people start like trying to be like, I don't know, he looked a little too happy. It's like, damn, bro, it's just they just acting.
Like
mhm.
you know that actor, the one that played in that movie on Friday as Pinky.
Yeah.
Well,
He
you know he played in that one
cowboy.
movie with that one called "Woman Art Thou Loose." Remember he played that uncle.
I ain't heard of that movie.
You
I
ain't
know.
never seen that movie, Woman Art Thou Loose? Well, I'm pretty sure they heard of it in the chat. He
Uh,
played a real bad
You
character
say
on that
where art
movie,
thou?
Woman Art
women.
Thou Loose.
Oh,
uh,
woman? No, I don't know
I know he was punk ass. It wasn't punk ass, but punk ass Chauncey.
Oh yeah, about the video.
uh, yeah. So yeah, he always has something going. But what y'all think about the church people this episode and how they kind of treated Lucille? Let me get it. Encouraging warrior. What you think about that? Then we go to you, CJ.
Well, look, I grew up in the church, and let me tell you, they do be acting finicky like that, and I really feel like they were low key kind of jealous because they saw her in them new threads and everything. Well, like, what you expect her to be looking like a freaking peasant? Like, she's supposed
Right.
to be representing the church, and you sitting there hating on her, like, how she dressed it up. I mean, as long as she's getting the message and as long as she's bringing in the congregation and the crowds, why are you worried about what the heck she wearing? But then when she gave that, what she messed up at was giving up that big tithe. You
I
should
was
have never gave two. Maybe you should have gave like 500. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? You know, but you giving out $2,000.
Right.
Like you got it like that. You know they're gonna be suspicious and be asking you like, oh, where did you get the money? And you know that you told them that you was having financial issues.
Right.
Two to
Right.
two, you know, like come on.
$2,000 could have bought a car back then. I
Yeah, but
used.
Yes,
that
they
is
could have bought a whole
crazy.
lot of things.
Yeah, I know, right? CJ, I ain't familiar with the church as much, so I didn't know they would be like that as much and things. Hey, I didn't even know they expected the pastor to pay tithes. I guess it makes sense, but that was news to me. So, but CJ, what you think about how they was coming at Lucille, and then she got right back high and mighty with him. She said,
Yeah,
"Hell,
yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
am the church. Hell, I am the people." You're like, "Oh snap!" What you think about her feeling herself now?
It was kind of silly. Like the dude was being super petty though, the main guy. But it was crazy because one, you're mad at her for bringing money in. At that point, you could have been like, "Well, give me that money back."
Well, I know, right?
Exactly.
It's like,
I
if it's a
know, right?
problem, why you not giving the money back? You know what I'm saying? You don't want the
I
back
didn't even
the
think
girl's
about
money.
that.
Yeah. So I mean, I got you, man. You know what I'm saying?
He like, give me the money back. That'll solve all the
Yeah.
church's problems.
I need
Well,
2,000. That's probably why I'm thinking about
yeah, I know, right? I could use it too, right about now.
it.
But
I'll
that
take the
is
500. Y'all said.
hey, but that is funny though that they was
But
complaining
yeah,
about
you don't even
the
have to be just a pastor. Like even if you're a member, like sometimes you're not a pastor, but you're a member. So even if certain churches, for you to get to the altar at all, you have to be a member. Even if you're like playing the drums or whatever, if you're part of the choir and all that. I don't know different churches, but I know the one my mom was in, and yeah, you're really for sure expected to be paying your part. Definitely not 2,000, but
to get to the she must have been Catholic.
Well, I see B Mickey still didn't give that money back to her.
B
Hmm.
Mickey ain't making no sense to me. I think they just didn't really have a villain because they got this dude. Like, is this dude in or is he not in? Like, what is going on?
That's what
He getting on my damn nerve. Like seriously.
What's the
that's
other
what
dude's name? What's the other guy's name?
What's up?
I can't. The
What's
other
up, Jay?
villain on season 1.
In Court Warrior. I mean, dude, Lucille was just sitting there lying the whole time. And Lucille was the one took that and stole Nicole money and gave it to donate that money to the church.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, you here you is sitting up there talking about Moses back and forth and stuff. And dude, you know these church members is finna get ready to kick you out because you either much and then she talked it down on Nicole talking about you haven't even pay no bill here.
He gonna tell us the whole episode.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was her excuse for stealing the money, you know, to make her feel better about herself.
Exactly.
Shame on you, Lucille.
Yeah,
Try to
shame on you, you
justify.
hypocrite,
Yeah,
Lucille.
Lucille's on the. Is she on the line? He said, "Shame on you."
And dude, he much Nicole he much told the one to me and my mama haven't even much been getting along though. And she said, "Oh, she talking about Miss Lucille because either much." And I asked her about the money though, and she said that she ain't seen it, and she lied to Nicole right in her face.
Wait
Yeah.
till Terry find out.
CJ, what's up?
I'm trying to see if I can remember. I don't remember in the past there being any kind of like hidden things where the mom was sort of like um bullyish or abusive mentally or any psychological
She
towards
was
the
cheating
daughter.
on Charles, kind of. She was. Well, I guess it wasn't cheating, but
Yo, because
No,
she
like
was
like
cheating on
directly,
Charles with
like
like the
directed
Marie.
at her, like directed at her.
at the girl, no, none
Because
that.
normally you don't
Oh,
normally
she
have.
smacked the hell out of her ass one time when she
Yeah, but that was different. She's made it seem like she wants to have make sure she has a son and not a daughter because she never wants to experience that relationship. So
All right.
they're kind of suggesting way more happened that we just didn't really see though. I don't think she was ever shitty to her daughter. I don't remember that.
Mm, Yeah, maybe. I mean, from what I've heard, women with daughters, they relationship ain't the same as they boys. They kind of tend to be harder on their girls than they boys. Just like men probably harder on their boys than they daughters. You know, I'm from what I've heard. I don't have a
Yeah,
daughter,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't know.
Well,
You
I
ain't been.
got a
You haven't been a
daughter,
woman
and
yet.
I can contest to that,
There's
Jay.
time. There's time. You be a
See,
woman
there it
at
goes.
some
She
point.
say, "Go ahead, encouraging word." What'd you
Let
say?
me tell you, like, I got a son and a daughter. My daughter, I love her to death, but it's like we always bumping heads, clashing, because we too much alike.
Mm.
But with my son, oh, he's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm like, listen, I'm just saying, like, it was just more easier for me to raise a boy. That's why I can understand why Nicole keeps saying, "Oh, I wish I have a boy. I wish I have a boy. I don't want to have a girl." Like, cause man, them girls is a humdinger.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more to go with young girls, and then they got dudes and stuff to worry about, and come home with a baby or all kind of stuff. It's a
Come
lot.
home with a baby. That'd be crazy.
With a baby still in you.
You just show up.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
I'm surprised the church ain't get on there about that, talking about, oh, well, why you got a daughter and she supposed to be going to college and she pregnant, like what's going on at home? Cause you see how they already on her case already.
Uh-huh. Well, let me ask y'all this. What do you all think about her when the church was talking about the money? I meant to bring this up earlier and I forgot. But anyway, so do churches know where the money come from when people put it in the offering and collection plate? Pretty much they don't. So,
No.
No,
right.
nope.
Nobody
Okay.
brings in 2,000 though. Probably.
Unless you what Eddie Murphy and Coming to America when he
Yeah, you
Yeah,
took the words right out my mouth, Jay.
2,000 is a
right.
lot. And
But
that's
then
after.
what's the name? But then Jerry Curl gonna take the credit, talk about anything for the kids. Yeah, right.
So glow. But yeah, man, I think they tripping on that. But
I
anyway,
mean, dude, they wrote this corny. They done wrote their script corny.
you think they
Terry getting on my daggone nerve with him and Marquisha's storyline. He
And
need to
dude,
let her go.
Marquisha do get a Marquisha and Boom need to go because I don't like Marquisha and Boom because Marquisha either much want to go out there in a parade with Boom and dress up,
Mm,
and then she talking about though I got something down there in Texas, and then either much I really think her playing both sides with Terry and Boom, Karma is gonna come back and bite her.
and Marquisha looked like she wanted to mess with the dude that was talking about going in Texas and everything. She looked like she was trying to give him some play, the way she was looking at him.
Get her
yeah,
because she had her eyes on him sitting right next
Yeah,
to
but
her.
Mm,
that's what she uses though. That's yeah,
her assets.
yeah. That's
her
Because
very big assets.
Very big. Yeah, but that's why you got to be careful. Can't trust the big butt with a smile, man.
Yeah, because I think Boom is setting up Marquisha next week when they end up putting that bomb up under that car and somebody gonna run into her. Because I
A
seen it in
bomb
the
under a car. What you talking about?
Wow.
I'm talking about a
You watching
bomb
Narcos?
Where you see that at?
in the trailer.
For the next episode?
Yep.
I missed
Oh,
that.
see, I don't watch the
And I
trailers.
think they're gonna bring back Lamar too, right?
Yeah, because I
Oh,
seen him right in the episode because he went in his wife house and asking her where is B Mickey at? Because he coming back for revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that part with
Yeah, though,
Lamar.
because that's when B Mickey Lamar was finna take out Meech and Terry, and B Mickey ended up shooting him in the shoulder. So if it wasn't for B Mickey showing up, it would have been the end of Meech and Terry. Because he
No, no,
came
no,
in
no,
the
no, no,
same
no, no,
day.
no, no. You missed
That
that.
was
That was planned though. That was a plan.
B Mickey playing that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
B
yeah,
Mickey
B
planned
Mickey.
that
Oh
shit.
yeah, he did
Yeah,
plan.
But what I
I'm
don't
wrong. I'm
understand,
wrong, y'all.
no, no, you
what
good.
Yeah, what I don't get is,
My
and
bad.
maybe he wanted money, but if he want to get revenge and take them out so bad, that was the end of them right there. He just wouldn't have got money though. That's probably what it is. So
Yeah, he
if
wants too many things, so he's gonna lose eventually.
yeah, I think he need to listen to his woman and back off and be thankful
Yeah,
for what he got.
he doing the
Right.
Drake
Please, he
thing.
need
He's
to
doing the
let it
Drake thing with
go
power.
because he getting on
He
my
really do
nerves.
because he trying to set up Mitch and Terry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve, let me ask you this. You think B Mickey, so you say he trying to set him up. So then why he shoot the dude and save him? He could have just let him go through with
Yeah,
the
because he
setup.
could have just let the dude go because he was wearing a wire on him.
I
Because he
know,
was the
but
one, yeah, because Laz was the one that gave up the stash house to Detective Brian. That's when they started busting in everybody house and got the product.
right, but here, this is what I'm asking the question for what I want you to see. So is B Mickey really trying to set them up, or does he have their back? Because the dude wearing the wire, he killed them at the end. But if he want to set them up, they could have worked together, or he could have just let them live. What is he doing? What you think?
Be making trying to set up Meech and Terry.
That's
But
what
I can see
how is
that's
that
what he trying to do.
possible? How is that possible? Because I'm pretty sure that why wasn't Brian and his partner following their main snitch, the CI? Why wasn't you following them? Like, why did you leave him hanging like that? You sitting there listening in the car trying to listen. You don't hear nothing but dead silence.
Nothing. Because
right.
that's when Laz came outside. That's when B Mickey was in the club. He was sitting there watching. So when Laz trying to tell Meech the stash house been robbed, Meech talking about what? What the fuck? And then Laz got up and walked out the door, and B Mickey followed him from
They
behind.
did go out the back door.
Right.
CJ, what's
I
up?
mean, yeah. I
Brian
mean,
might not have been that far away in the car, but yeah, the Red Dog said let's go, and he said let's wait. So that could have cost his life. They
yeah.
may come back in the next episode and say, "Hey, you got him killed. It's your fault. We said let's go. You said wait."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's when B Mickey throwed not B I mean Laz throwed his wire off of him on the ground, and B Mickey picked it up.
May get his fingerprints on it. Who
Yep.
knows? CJ, let me get to CJ right quick. What's up? What you think about this? Is he which one is he? He trying to set him up, or he trying to got they back?
So I think he's still trying to set them up, but he's making himself more valuable because now you can say that you saw that this guy was trying to snitch or whatever, so you got him out the way, and that makes it be sure that they don't go back to be Mickey thinking that he's the one that snitched and got all the places taken down, and
Mhm.
also to get closer, he's doing more to be able to get close again. Because remember, he's not really close. They got him to try to do something,
Good
and
point.
then he didn't kill the guy. Right? He missed on
Right,
purpose.
right. And
So
Terry still don't kind of trust him.
he's not really committed for
No,
real.
because Terry ain't never liked it. B Mickey ever since from the get go, way back in season 3, he ain't never liked him. Wait a
Mhm.
minute, all this time you came back, you
That's
wanted to
the
get
get
back
go
in
last season.
BMF.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let Chris. I'm gonna let CJ go. I'll let you on that.
No, 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 no. I'm saying you said from the get go from last season.
No, yeah. Terry didn't like B Mickey from the get go.
He been
But
in
you
on
sending
since
them
season
out on
one.
runs though.
Yeah, I like that fan you got, Steve. I was actually thinking about one of those. That's those God, that's those fans. It's all inside the thing,
Yep.
circular. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
uh,
back to.
go ahead. What you gonna say?
Oh yeah, I said B Mickey. I said Terry didn't like B Mickey from the get go because you remember when B Mickey was sitting there at the park though to get him the money, and then B Mickey ended up turning it down because he know he needs that for his baby to have surgery.
Well, he did that also so he could try to get in better and closer too, saying, "I don't want a handout. Let me work with you. Let me earn it. Let me prove my worth." So he was not really turning it down. He was asking for more by taking less in the beginning or right then, you know, kind of by trying to show his worth too. Like, hey, I ain't no, you know, bum with a handout. I ain't gonna accept it either. I still got pride. Which in that way it worked because look where he is now. He's steadily getting back in their good graces, you know, but it's taken a while. And CJ may be right with him trying to use this information and saying I took him out for you as a way to get back in. But if he don't show the proof, they may say you took dude out and he wasn't no snitch. But then again, they'll find out that
You know, because last though, that was Meet Your Boy.
uh, DeMarcus Vaughn, man, appreciate you with the super chat, man. Thank you. Spreading love. You said B. Mickey could go after Bryant for locking him in the trunk when his mother Vernell died. He could, but I think that's a lost cause, to be honest. Especially since Bryant is in Atlanta now, and he'd have to go back to Detroit and file that. They'd be like, man, he don't work here no more, and this and that. He try to. It would be an uphill battle. He would need a good lawyer and attorneys. If he would have did it when it happened, he would have had a much better chance. But in my opinion, I think he waited too long now. Brian.
Right.
Yeah, but they gonna be like, well, we ain't gonna fire him. He could try to sue and this and that. I think that would be difficult right there. You know. B,
Right.
B, how
Without
you been, girl? She say,
with,
what's up, everybody in the panel and chat?
What's up?
hey B.
What's good? Steve, what you was about to say?
Oh, I was just hollering at the lady in the chat.
Okay. What's up with B Mickey in this raggedy car though?
Oh Lord.
Dude shouldn't have even gotten that car. Talking about he rocked with Terry and them. I'll be like, not with this car. You ain't making money with Terry and Meech.
So man, you know that's a lie.
For real. What's up, Marquise? What's good with you? Let me see what else happened this episode. Oh, it was kind of funny when they were on the radio. That's back when radio meant something. And dude got on the radio and said she got out of rehab. She like, what do I do? They know I'm out of rehab.
Yeah. And then Meech came in.
Yeah, that was funny. But it's a different time now. You know.
Right.
I think when what's that white girl that ended up dying that made the song, they want me to go to rehab, and I said,
Oh, Amy Winehouse.
yeah. I think after she made that song and kind of went through all of that and tragically died, I think that changed where all the rappers talk about drugs or musicians and rehab or whatever, and that's just part of the art. I don't think
Yeah,
nobody.
like Rihanna, she got a song called Rehab.
There it is. Whereas back then in the 90s, I think if like Mary J or something tried to come out with a song called Rehab, people be like, what? She on rehab? And this junkie with people.
They call her a crackhead.
Yeah. And she a crackhead.
Oh man.
They would be, man, you gonna hit that crackhead Mary J, or you gonna hit fine
Mary
ass.
J. Pipe. Mary J. Pipe.
I know, right? Mary J. Pipe. Yeah,
Boy. Oh boy.
basically Whitney Houston went through that, and look what she had to do with trying to cover up her smoking the pipe. And Whitney was fine, boy, and she was looking scary and skinny. When women, you could see the bones between the titties.
He started
That's
looking like Jada.
Oh,
like
Jada look fine too.
like Jada. I ain't noticed that on Jada.
No, I'm saying the face.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying in the chest area.
Oh,
Whitney Houston, when her last days, it didn't look good. And you know what? Whitney Houston was young, man. Or maybe I'm old. Because
I don't remember how
Yeah,
old she
because
was.
she died at the age of 49.
I thought she was 46. You might be right. I was just about to pulling up a picture of those bones between the boobs.
Yo, I
But
was driving earlier when you said booty or boobies. I was like, wait, what?
boobies. Oh, if it's a bone between the anyway, what y'all think about Charles and his new music career? It's starting off bad, but you think it's going? What he gonna end up doing? Y'all think it's gonna make a success? Encouraging Warrior, you kick it off, and then we go to the guys.
He need to be working on trying to rehab that hand of his. That's what he need to be worrying about. He can't even barely hold the damn old guitar right.
Yeah, he was sitting there dreaming about it though. He's
I
like,
mean, it was a nice gesture what his son did, but what's the point of you buying him 3 guitars and the man can't even hardly make a fist?
oh no, right? Here go the picture, but it's smaller. Let me see how.
Because he just almost killed himself.
Dude, I'm telling you, Charles is holding that guitar like he had a baby holding in his hand.
Yeah, he got a little too romantic with the guitar and stuff.
That was kind of creepy.
You should have seen that emotional look on his face.
Yeah, it
That
was
was
too much.
his, that was
But
his
his
act.
wife was the one broke the other guitar.
That was his
And
act.
he's on him a new one.
No, didn't he sell the guitar, remember? Because he thought he was going to go on that tour.
Whitney wasn't cute right here. I'm sorry. She looked like Michael Jackson or something from the Jackson 5.
Come on, leave my girl Nippy alone.
Nippy. You can't tell me that y'all wouldn't have known if this was a man or a woman right here in this picture.
Oh man.
What am I saying? I'm wrong. That don't even look like Whitney Houston to me.
I guess that was the
Oh, a
style
little
back
bit.
then.
A little bit.
She was rough, man. She actually looked like this girl that lived on my block. She had her hair just like this. She used to play football with us.
Bruh.
You got that little jerry curl, that little afro jerry curl.
Yeah, yeah. This you can't tell me that look like the same person.
You gotta look like very, very, very close.
Man, this woman right here, her face, if I could do it side by side, she don't even look the same to me. Anyway, I had thought it would pull that picture up. I don't want to go through no damn 29 pictures over here, man. You get the
Start looking
point.
at her lyrics.
I know, right?
That's the next
DeMarcus
scenario.
Paul said Charles pawned his old guitar. That's why he was getting emotional over that. He was like, "Ooh, I pawned mine, but here go 3
Oh,
brand new."
those were like that was a different kind of guitar. I forgot what it was called.
But I'm just saying, he had an
Yeah,
electric one, I believe. But
yeah.
he's
That shit
just
was
saying
weird.
that he don't have a tool. It's like if you a mechanic or whatever, and you had to pawn your tools, then all of a sudden you come into a fully loaded garage. They like, this yours. You be like, ooh, oh, the transmissions I could change.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that dude's hand is it like broken?
Yeah, it looked pretty bad. It
He
looked like
crushed
he
the
may
shit out
not
of
be
that.
able to play guitar ever again the way he was moving it.
Yeah.
Man, Charles need to go take himself to physical therapy somewhere.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Marquise, you got a good point. You said that they have a time skip because they were playing music from 98, 99. They played one song that was off of Belly, Devil's Pie with D'Angelo. Did y'all
Oh
oh
yeah,
my
when they was busting up in the stash houses.
yeah. And that's the same time they had them getting raided in Belly, they was playing Devil's Pie. So I'm like, they got some similarities, just like the Shy was using similarities from other stuff. I'm like, here they go with using some stuff from
People
other.
say I know people say that sometimes, but the show has no like obligation to keep it into the music that was out at the time.
True, but
It's
they
supposed to be
kind
for
of
like a
set a
feel, yeah.
standard. but they kind of set a standard of not doing that.
Yeah.
So if they start doing it, it'll make it kind of noticeable a little bit. But you right, but
Yeah.
they
Like
just
the
like
theme song is from today.
right. It's just that they kind of set the standard of not doing it. So
Like Racing Canaan.
Raising Canaan,
Oh, the more
but
yeah,
songs
Like
though.
we did the same thing with Racing Canaan, where it was like, oh yeah, this was the
Do
song
they?
that was the main song at the time. Like it was
right,
a lot of LL Cool J and stuff like that.
right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right, Chris, about that. You're
Yeah.
right.
I keep thinking
DeMarcus
he's just
Vaughn.
saying I'm right now.
Nah, he got a good memory over there. DeMarcus Vaughn spreading love tonight, man. I appreciate it. I needed every little bit I can get. He said, "Why Purdy look like Felicia from Friday?" Bye,
Oh, when she
bye.
looked bad at one moment, yeah, she
Yeah,
looked bad.
pretty.
She did. She looked pretty messed up.
Dude,
Purdy.
I mean, yeah, because when Troy had gave her that cocaine mixed up with
Rat poison.
yeah, mixed up.
No
Yeah, he
way.
gave it to her in the box, and then she ended up sniffing it, and then she overdosed it on stage. And you just checked out of rehab, and that was done for her going back to trail. And Misha came back and saved her from him. He don't deserve you. This nigga don't deserve you. And then even Trail said, if I can't have her, nobody else will.
Yeah, but she's already like you guys are forgetting. She's already conditioned to this. It's like a
Yeah, because
dog,
he
you
started
know.
on.
Like when you train a dog, and the punishment versus reward. This is like basic like
Just like
psychology
he
stuff.
had to go down on them.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's not even as bad as like the shy having
That part wasn't that bad.
the way Nuck was having sex had to stop, and he went back in, and they went right back
That was
to
ain't
loud,
no way I could have did that. So he was talking with a hard wiener with a
right back to screaming. I was like, come on, bro, that was
yeah.
worse than that.
I ain't gonna lie, my thing would have went down.
He had
You
a whole
got to judge
conversation.
me, and I'm explaining something to explain my life, and then I go out there and check old boy. I ain't gonna be like, all right, go in the room, boo, 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 boo. Like, no, I'd have had
It,
to sit.
it went, the sound went right back in. I'm like, come on, guys.
That was funny. That was a good point.
I want to know who was that big guy, the one that was sitting there near Trail. Like, who he supposed to be like a fake
this is
Suge Knight or
bodyguard.
something?
that's his
Security?
bodyguard. He just ain't
Yeah.
worth a damn. They got the drop on him, but
Dude, Misha had his BMF crew out there. They had guns. They had other gun on his on Trail. One of his bodyguards outside on the ground.
Yeah, but if they pull up on Trail one more time, just kill the guy. Like
I know
Please.
you can't
they
keep
know he
punking
coming
the
for
guy
That's what
over
more.
I
and
should
over
have said.
again.
I mean, why y'all keep on letting this dude survive and
They
not
keep
take him
punking
out?
him, and he's
Because
always
if
like, "I ain't the one" or some shit.
I
because
know.
if that was Tommy would have took him out easy.
From
Tom-
the get go.
Tommy wouldn't even have been playing with them. Tommy, he wouldn't even been doing that. But one thing that trips me out is I don't know, because I think maybe in a past life I might have been a
We see you.
psychiatrist, because you
I
getting
do
your
voguing over there.
you getting this slap a bitch hand ready over there. You had the slap lead.
I'm sitting up here just like laughing my butt off at y'all.
No, that's what Charles need to be doing. Some hand exercises, just like that.
I know,
Work
right?
that hand out.
Dude, he started trying to go on Lucille. Glad that he Charles is out the house, so she don't care for Charles.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
But
I
those
gotta
Yeah,
she
know if
getting that
Lucille gonna get
welfare
back with him or
money.
not.
yeah, and not Nicole either much told Charles that I'm won't be with me when I get ready to have my baby. And Charles said I'm not gonna be gone that long, so I'm gonna come right back.
yeah, but she might change the locks on him with her little mean self.
Dude, I mean Lucille that's a hypocrite in this show.
Big
Big
time,
time.
big time.
I'm telling
But
you, and this girl and Bird, you lied to your daughter about the money. And then it would have been what would have been better if LaWanda would have just gave it to Nicole and Emilo, and Lucille would have probably never would have known what the money was at.
And I was first thinking why she ain't give that amount of money in her hand. That's life changing
Mhm.
money at that age. But then again, they probably didn't think somebody was gonna steal it in that house at the party. So I can see both sides of it, but I would have made sure you knew you got this gift. This ain't a gift I'm gonna put on the table with the rest of them. This 3 stacks of cash. You got to know who this came from and give me a hug right away. What the hell? I ain't gonna wait for my thank yous and hugs later. But what was tripped out to me, what I was gonna say about I might have been a shrink or something in my past life is I just the way people think and why they do or what they don't do and stuff just fascinate me. And I know she was on drugs, Purdy, but how she going down on dude and the control over somebody with drugs and stuff. That's just crazy to me. That's scary to me that you can be on a drug and somebody can control you like that. Oh my God.
Then you talking about, oh, you got writer's block. Yeah, you got writer's block, all right. You sitting there thinking about getting high.
Exactly. Exactly. She had that microphone in her mouth too long last night.
Yeah.
She was singing them high notes. Uh, the sound it reminded me a little bit of what Cassie and Diddy. It don't
What's the
tell him
song
what
that I
he
had
felt.
high hopes? What's the
He
song that I
probably
had?
right. He probably gave her some of that pink cocaine and said, "Hey, go on and do what you got to do." Allegedly, allegedly. Anyway,
I
uh,
had high hopes. It
I
wouldn't
hope
be.
she definitely did. Them hopes and dreams have failed, falling and ain't getting up. As Terry said, but yeah, man, the way people think and do stuff, just like Dom, not Dom. What's Lala character name on this? It is Dom, ain't no
Marquis.
Keisha. Keisha?
Marquisha.
Yeah.
Man, her mindset and what she's doing and thinking and trying to be a queen, but he got a new partner now. They won't see me coming. Everybody sees you coming, girl. You see how you dress and look. Everybody gonna notice you. You're very
And she lied
noticeable.
that quick. She done lied that quick.
For real. She delusional. And she supposed to be the queen pin. And why? And playing both sides and all of this is just man.
Yeah, it's gonna
She
come back and
messy.
hunt her. Cause you wanna go down there in the parade with Boone and then running back to Terry back and forth. It's gonna come back and hunt her.
Yeah,
What
because
she doing.
it looks to me like she trying to get as much information as she can and get connected as the plug, and then have Boone and Terry fight and wipe each other out. Like the only
Look,
reason she
you
met
already know Terry don't like Boone.
right, exactly. I think the only reason she was playing Boone talking about he stopped Terry, she stopped Terry, or whatever, or you left, or he wasn't, whatever he was saying, she played into it because she don't have enough information yet to tell him to kick rocks. Same with Terry. I think she only messing with him because she ain't got what she need to tell him kick rocks. I think that's just so crazy. A person can manipulate and be around you and say all of this and smile,
Oh,
and the
that's
whole
ridiculous.
time they just want to use you.
I'm
I think
tired of shows
And she got
having the woman
Terry
be like,
jammed up.
I'm the one that told him everything.
they've
Because I
been
remember last year, because Terry wanted to keep I'm sorry, Marquisha wanted to keep Terry away from his father, mother, and sister, and away from his kids. So you don't never see her spend time with her kids on this show.
Mhm. Yeah, you don't never see her kids no more. That's a good point.
No, no, not in the picture. Because she got because Marquisha got it Terry downplayed.
Mhm. Yeah, and these shows, what you were saying, CJ, I think it's a lot of women writers nowadays because they do love to say in shows the women like Markeisha was saying, like, oh, how she run this or do this or that.
Yeah, all you're doing is undermining the person. It's not even because it's a male or female. I'm saying all you do when you do that is you undermine who you're trying to get us to follow. So it's kind of silly. It doesn't really it doesn't really do anything for the character. It's not like we're thinking, oh wow, she really did teach him everything, because you're not really showing us that.
Right.
So we still think whoever Boone or whatever, we still think he ran it there. And then, if somebody meets Terry and then all of a sudden says they taught him everything, it's not like we're watching them. They're
Mhm.
just basically like side characters, pretty much.
Right. Like I at least give him credit in Raising Canaan that Rock, we saw her teach him how to cook it up.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
do it. So if she was to say, I taught you everything you know, then we could be like, okay, yeah, she did.
Gotta see that show. We gotta see that show.
Right, right. So we're about to get ready to wrap this one up, y'all. But before I go, um, got a couple comments. Marquise X, he said Marquisha was Terry's weakness, and Boom is Marquisha's weakness. What'd you think about that, Trinae?
Yeah, he hit it on the head with that one. Cause it's like everybody using everybody. Like, I mean, like the way Marquisha is like sitting there playing both of them against each other and they don't even realize it. It's so mind blowing to me. And the way she be like, oh yeah, I like the way you beat Boom's ass. He hasn't been around since you did this and this and that. And like the way like she gets in his head, the way she talked to him like he a little boy. Like, he need to get himself together. Terry, I can see
Well,
why
Terry
bitch
is
be
dumb.
calling him them names.
I mean, Terry is dumb on this show. I see why nobody don't want to work with him because he don't know how to talk to people. Don't know how to pay these boys back that cut they are supposed to be paid. And then Terry, though, there's either much don't know how to handle business the right way, and he don't have the brains and the muscle like Meech them do. That's why the crew walked away from him.
The problem is they don't know how to communicate with each other. It's like they sitting there making moves without letting the other person know, and then when the shit fall through or blow up, then they ready
Then
to
they
point
bring
fingers and blame each other and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. They going against each other too much, like trying to be the boss or whatever. But then I run BMF, or I don't have to tell you, or he like Terry. I forgot exactly what he was moving or doing, but Meech was doing something. And Terry like, well, when you plan to tell me? He like, Loco, believe in me. This and that. We can do
Yeah,
it. I'm like, what? Why are
this
you
man don't know
doing
you from a can of paint. You sitting there relying all your trust in this man.
big time?
and Loco don't even much like Terry.
Nah, he don't like Terry at all. Terry's soft. CJ, what you want to say before we get up out of here about that Loco and Terry and that whole thing with them Meech?
Um, I I like Loco. I
It's your peoples.
it's no.
Yeah.
I think it's I think it's just tricky
He old
because
school.
obviously we're not gonna lose Terry or Meach. So the only one we can lose is Loco or whatever. But he's kind of only been there for him, and he's been right about warning him about his brother, just
Yeah,
like
he's
he was right
pretty
about the
soft.
kid.
Right.
Like
But he can't take
Terry,
he can't take his brother out though, but
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So because we
right.
know that's not gonna happen, because they show us in the beginning of the show that he's just gonna get arrested. Um, Terry, that was
Mm.
like the beginning where they
You talking about season 2 or whatever?
yeah, the most horrible looking arrest with a person that is a comedian that cannot hold a gun to save her life.
Yeah,
I
Leslie
hated
Brown,
that.
Leslie
I was
Jones.
not even gonna watch it anymore. If that would have been the episode one, there's no way I would have watched it.
I know, right?
And
Yeah,
I ain't
that
gonna lie, I did get fooled, and I did. decide to watch it because I was like, Eminem's gonna be in it. He was in it for like a second and a half.
Yeah, because Eminem played Right Boy Rick
White
in there.
boy
He was in
Rick. Yeah,
season one, and after that, they ain't show him no
yeah.
more.
He was
And
just there
now
for a
every
moment.
episode.
I don't even remember that part.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
season one. He was in it.
yeah. It
I
was like
probably.
outside of a club or something. He was like dressed up and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember
They did
that.
something. They did something to him. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
de-aged him or something.
right. This back
Because
when
White Boy
Martin
Rick wasn't 50 years old.
was right. Yeah.
That would have
Yeah.
been old man Rick. But yeah, they got me with that. I was like, I'm gonna watch it. And then Leonard, is that his name? Leonard?
Oh yeah, Lamar.
No,
No,
Lamar. Oh Jesus Christ. So I think, well, more in season 1 and 2. I think he's great, but you start to basically sideline him. So it's like that's fine. But then now he's back, but he's not really back. He literally exists to be in every other episode. He's more the stinger for the trailer than anything. Because then you see it on, Mark Dark puts it on his like thumbnail and shit. Like, oh shit, this guy coming back.
Yeah,
uh,
because I mean, Mark Doy always give his theories on the shot and
Yeah,
BMF
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, I know. Yeah,
Friday. So
yeah,
just like everybody else, he ain't on the content. He hard to do it. But the
yeah,
rest
yeah,
of
yeah.
them, they just come on midnight and break it
I don't
down.
want to get sidetracked.
yeah, he was just saying that Mark Dark previews the
Yeah,
new
the
guy
show is
coming.
using that. Yeah,
You know, oh yeah, he been doing it for years.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's yeah. So I mean, they not really using Lamar like they did in season 1 and season 2, but I
And
bet
three,
you
they ain't
probably
using them.
right, and I bet you they probably try to do something for like a finale or something with him because it's
But
what
I think his
2
acting is.
episodes
I
left.
think his acting is good.
Oh,
His
excellent!
character, like even like okay, so the problem with the show is that it's basically like watching a. It's not plot armor. People use that. People learn that and they just throw it around. Like
Because this actually somewhat happened.
yeah, so plot
Now,
armor means that like the person is just recklessly doing stuff, which is what you said about Tariq. Not you, like people said about Tariq. You can't just be getting away with everything. These guys are not even doing the kills themselves.
or Tommy especially.
Yeah. So really they're showing us that they're smart and they're getting other people to commit the crimes. And then because they're considered a family, which is why the show and why the I don't want to say gang, whatever you want to call it, the reason why it was successful for a long time is because once the person goes in and you're like, okay, this person's gonna tell on us now, which is what typically will work on these shows, they don't really turn it in, or they've already evolved, and the thing they're snitching on is no longer something that they can get you for. So
Right.
really, the show is doing good. I really do not know about how the things really happen in the BMF in real life, and I'm glad I don't. I understand that some characters is like, oh, really, I was like this, I wasn't like this, because everybody wants to say nobody was ever, nobody was ever a pushover.
I bet you Terry don't like how he probably being portrayed.
You get what I'm saying? Even Meech was talking about I never wore shoes like that. Like it's
Ah,
like, dude, like we watching a show, so they gotta change stuff.
right,
Everybody we cannot watch 27 characters and everybody is the boss. It doesn't work.
right.
I
And
dealt with that in the military. You deal with that because the guys are like, you got to deal with people that might want to fight you. So everybody says, man, back in the hood, man, I was man, shit. Nobody wanted to mess with me. I'm like, so everybody here is just a thug, like we just all gangsters,
right.
but
That's
nobody
why
got felonies, and we
military.
got in the military.
Right. I
Yeah,
heard some
somebody got
other
to be the
stuff
nail
about
in the
the
show.
military. My son said some white dudes tried to fight him because
Oh
he
shit!
ended up sneaking up behind them and killing them in the exercise, and so he got mad and tried to fight him in real life.
Wait, what do you mean the exercise?
It was some like little exercise they were doing with teams and trying to take each team out. and he was able to sneak behind one of them and take them out. They tap you on the shoulder or something to show they knifed you or shot you or something or whatever. And dude turned around and tried to fight him, tackle him and stuff. He
No,
was,
what was the exercise on? What was he doing?
I don't know on that, man.
I was like, is he talking about like lazy tag? What are we talking about?
Nah, it wasn't that.
Jiu-jitsu or something? Because you said your son trained something, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't through the army though.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, and he's in what they call it, the weekend warriors.
Oh, he's a reserve.
Yeah, he in reserves, army
Oh,
reserve.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, he in artillery. I said, man, you just want to drop bombs on people and shit.
That's your son, man. You really shouldn't say weekend warrior. That's your son.
What's
That's
that? What that's
nobody
wrong?
wants to hear that. Nobody that's doing it wants to hear that. I'm not telling you how to talk, obviously, but
Man,
that's
they've been
like,
saying that forever. Weekend war.
yeah, that's like
Hey, it's better
diminishing
than
it
no
so much.
warrior at all.
Yeah, that's diminishing it so much. I mean, you got to do the same training though.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
Hey, man, I wouldn't have did it, and
you
I
don't want to
mean,
give him the credit, is that I guess.
yeah, I mean, like I was that age at the time. I looked into some of that, and I could have chose that, and I chose. I almost joined the Air Force at one time, but and I couldn't join that stuff, man.
I mean,
For
it was
those
Well,
who
different too. It was
do,
probably
it's
different at your
good
time.
for them, I guess. To each his own. It's not that I was so reckless nobody could tell me stuff, but we'll be talking for a while about that.
Yeah, yeah.
well, if you ask me my opinion, I feel as though Meech and Terry both played their part in the downfall of BMF. First, Terry was sitting there running his mouth on the phone, and then what really set the whole thing off was when Meech had put that big old billboard talk about BMF. That really pissed the feds. Like, damn, we already know you out there up to no good, but now you gonna sit there putting billboards and stuff
Right.
like you really like spitting in our face doing something like that, and that really set them off. So, like I said, both of them played a value part in the downfall, but I think what really messed it up was when Terry was sitting there, kept talking on the phone, because that gave them enough evidence to, prosecute them and stuff. Like, everybody know that you're not supposed to talk shop over the phone.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you got a good point there. We can get ready to leave it on that. Steve, what you think about that? What she said about the downfall before we go? Think it's
I
worth
mean,
the
yeah,
talk?
I agree with her though. Terry want to either much want to be talking on phone, and you don't have no idea it's chasing back to the FBI, and they recording you.
Yeah, but okay, so all right, I understand, this is like hindsight. Okay. How were they supposed to communicate?
Well, they used to always talk about a party or whatever we see, but
Yeah, but
he
they
started
do
complaining
speak
more
in
in
code
detail.
though.
Huh? Yeah, but he started complaining more in detail about Meech. That's how they was putting some stuff together for the case.
We don't know what they're gonna do
Yeah,
it on the
like how
show
you
though.
think the mafia was able to communicate with each other all them years?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, now they got stuff where they can even use a listening device if you outside. Because if you saw the mafia in like casino, they'll be outside like smoking cigarettes, and they'll be like, "Yeah," they was like, "Yeah." So we was over there watching. They was over there talking. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
these
man.
guys are
And the
running
feds be
like
watching
multiple
this
states
stuff,
and stuff.
huh?
These guys are at the time right now they're running like, through multiple states. That's
That
kind of
makes
hard to
it hard
do.
for the police, right? You need feds to go through
Yeah.
multiple states, and right
And
now
also
the
hard
feds ain't
to
on them either.
it's also hard to do all of it without talking on the phone.
Right? Oh
That's what
yeah.
I'm trying to say, yeah.
You know, because why they just can't come to each other without just using phones talking?
Hmm.
Exactly.
They
Because
could have. Well,
because in his study going back to the FBI and they listening to both of y'all on the phone.
right. The true story, I did do the little video on it, but the true story is Terry was on the phone complaining to people about Meech being flashy and complaining about business. And that's what they ended up putting two and two together. They were investigating Meech, but they couldn't put stuff together. So when they heard stuff from Terry, they raided certain houses. Then they got more information, like a book that had all their names next to cars that they had for their little car thing that they was doing. And then they put that together with some other stuff. And so in a way, that's why when you said that encouraging worry about the Terry or whatever talking, because people are split. Is it Terry fault or Meech's fault? Some people say it's Meech's fault because if he wasn't so flashy, Terry wouldn't have been complaining about it on the phone. Maybe he wouldn't slipped up. But then some people say it's Terry's fault because Meech didn't get caught up, even though he was flashy. They still couldn't get nothing on him until they got the information from Terry on the phone, and then it led them down the road to get him.
Yeah,
So
but that's the same issue that people have with like celebrities and rappers and stuff. But it's like that is the appeal that gets them to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody grows up and it's like, I want to
wanted
have
to
that
be
chain,
somebody.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get that chain, and then they get the chain, and you're like, man, don't be having a chain. That's crazy. Like, man, I just worked for this shit for 15 years. What you mean?
Right.
Like,
And
it's
this is
not
why
it's not that
they
it's
say if you're
smart.
gonna do some dirt, do it by your damn gonna self.
For real though,
Yeah,
because they
Cause you
don't
ain't gonna
talk.
snitch on yourself.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's
though,
true.
and don't be using my name on the phone.
And
Yeah, don't be saying my name.
they using your name already. You the cop. You Detective Milk Dud. He using your name, Steve Harris.
He don't think about nobody else but him.
Yeah, I know. Steve Harris. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this up. But I appreciate y'all for coming through, Steve. Look at you. I remember you had a little fro, man. You got a haircut now. Remember the last time I saw you? Remember that?
Yep.
God, that was a while ago. That was at least over a year ago. We got you got faded up over there, man. It was good. Everybody was
That
in
boy
the
getting
comments.
confident.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
in the
yesterday, because
comments,
it was a dude in the comments say Jay name Jay does
and
talking
what
about
he
the final review talking about I want to see you on camera.
Oh,
there you go, man.
Cause you seen me yesterday when me and CJ and J-Bo was up here on the shot.
Yeah, you turning into a celebrity, man.
just in case you forgot, Jay. Nah.
I know, right? All right. Well, Trinae, it's your turn next. We waiting for the big reveal. You can do like that white girl did too. It's all good.
You know what, Jay? Oh my God, I'm not even gonna go there with you with that episode because that was crazy. I was like, Jay, that's all you right there. That's all you.
Y'all might have missed that one, but a white girl came on here one time and she pulled her shirt up.
Oh shit! What?
That was what, a few months ago. So
So what
anyway,
happens? Like YouTube takes down the live or what?
no, it's still on there. It's still up.
Uh,
I didn't take it down, and they didn't take it down. I left it up to see what happened.
oh shit! I'm not gonna look for it. I sounded like I was going.
I think I got some shorts or some clips of it, but I don't know if it'll show the whole thing on there or not. I can't remember. But anyway, it
I
was.
don't want to see that again. I ain't trying to have my eyes.
It looked like a little. I'll let y'all see it
Oh
anyway.
my God.
That was that Diddy juice was in effect right there. You know, she was looking for the wrong channel. She tried to join the live stream with the Diddy party. But anyway, I ain't kick her out. I'd still enjoy the company. She tried.
They
She
said that
thought
episode was
yeah,
epic.
man, you never know what you're gonna get, man. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend. I'm gonna try to
You
make it
too.
Yep,
day.
episode 9 coming back. So, and after that, we got one more episode.
hmm I got a job tomorrow at a murder mystery, Great Gatsby murder mystery type thing. So I'm gonna try to get that done tomorrow, and after that, get some rest. So I'll be back Sunday. We can talk about everything, all the topics of the world, and whatever else. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happened with that one. We'll get sidetracked. All right, Steve, you have a good night, man. Appreciate you for coming through. And CJ, you take care. Be safe. Drive safe with moms. And you have a good weekend, brother.
Too, man.
All right. Yes, sir. And everybody, I appreciate y'all for watching. And y'all be safe out there. Have a good weekend. Drive safe. And I'll see y'all on Sunday. We talk about all the things going wrong in the world, right? Sound like fun. Anyway, maybe we have another Diddy Juice appearance. Who knows? We'll speak it into existence. Maybe we'll have somebody show them what they working with. Anyway, hey ladies, y'all, you see how easy it is to bring joy into the world and put a smile on a man's face? Just flash a little something, and hey, man, give her epic memories in life. Anyway, I'm just playing. Y'all have a good one. Deuces. I'm out.